my lawn's growing like crazy. I'm mowing twice a week and I still can't keep up. I like to keep my lawn looking its best, so I fertilize and water and do all the right things. But this time of year, it's growing so fast that it actually should be mowed every other day. Now, I love to mow as much as anybody, but even I can't keep up with that pace. So what if there's a way to have my cake and eat it too? This is Governor G. It's a plant growth regulator designed for your lawn. It makes the grass grow thicker and not taller. It's one of the secret weapons that pro groundskeepers use that make you say, man, I wish I could get my lawn to look like that. Well, if you have a spreader, you can. I'm going to apply it to this section here so we can compare it side by side with untreated turf. I marked off a 1,000 square foot section of the fastest growing part of my lawn. I always have the most clippings in this section, so let's see how it goes. A few tips for spreading. The granules need to stick to the leaves, so apply it when it's dewy or after running your sprinklers, and don't disturb it for 24 hours. That means stay off of it and don't water it. Now, it's very important to apply the correct amount. The granules on Governor G are very fine, so it's easy to apply way too much. I'm going for the 5.2 pounds per 1,000 square foot rate. Now remember, Governor G is for lawns that are really healthy and growing way too fast, so make sure you don't use it if you don't normally fertilize or water, or if the lawn is stressed in any way. After 24 hours, you can go back to your regular watering and fertilizing schedule. One application should last about 4 weeks, and you can reapply after that if you need to, but if your lawn has already slowed down its growth naturally because it's middle of summer and maybe drying out, then don't do another application. I spread my 5.2 pounds on my 1,000 square foot test patch. We'll check it again in about 7 days. So we're 10 days past the initial treatment of the Governor G test plot. I mowed 3 days after the treatment, and so we've had 5 or 6, depending on how you want to count it, days of growth. Let's go compare. So here's the test plot area. Again, with about 5 to 6 days growth. And honestly, it's probably grown a ½ inch. I mowed it around 2.5 inches, and on average now it's 3 inches. Easily 4 inches long in this area. If the camera's picking up some of that fuzzy stuff, that's cottonwood. It's not disease. That time of year. 4 inches and even longer. There's one more spot, not 6 feet from my test plot. On average, these are 4 inches long. Then we're comparing it to the Governor G treated area. Again, this is about 5 to 6 days growth. And we have a longer one that's 3 inches long, but for the most part, it looks like it's 2.5. The longest ones are 3 inches, but on average, we're at 2.5. I mowed my kids a little soccer field. That'd be a good place to put Governor G so I don't have to mow it every day. Soccer fields need to be mowed nice and short for proper ball roll. A couple other good areas to use Governor G would be along a fence line where you don't want to weed whack it every week. Also, when you're heading on vacation, apply it a week before you leave, and then you won't have to mow the week that you're gone. So in summary, apply Governor G in the mid to late spring when the lawn's growing like crazy. Do it in the early morning so that it's dewy and the granules stick to the leaves. You're going to expect the lawn to stop growing around 3 days after treatment. After 1 day, you can go ahead and mow again. Make sure you keep watering and fertilizing like normal. And it should last about 4 weeks, and reapply if needed if the lawn starts growing like crazy again. For more tips and tricks and to shop our products, visit andersonslawn.com.